Hello. Let's continue Divinity. Oh yeah, we got a new person.
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the northern cave?
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Fortune? Ha! He should be so lucky as to be defeated by Alistair the Great.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend. Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The closest I've come to my match is when I linger over long while lighting my pipe.
Oh, careful now. Your head's grown more swollen than Saffron's, I dare say.
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the northern cave?
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money...
Alistair, have you ever had the fortune
remember
of
what this is about.
challenging the fabled wizard of
Oh,
Hunter's
isn't?
Edge?
Oh, I think it's from the cemetery or something.
Ancient and arcane secret. Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The closest I've come to my match is when I linger over long while lighting my pipe.
A source hunter? I'd like to report some dark magic. Only tainted hearts could tip as miserably as this lot. I think I'm one of the last folks to hear him alive. That awful scream has been ringing in my ears ever since. And though that's the question, isn't it? What exactly did happen? We all thought it was Esmeralda who checked into that room, and the Duke that followed her in. I was washing up and nudging the last of the lushes out of the door when a cloaked woman rushed in right past me. I never got a good look at her, damn my eyes, but I figured the way she disappeared that she was visiting one of the lodgers. Lucky for the perpetrators, I was rinsing bottles in the back when the terrible deed took place and saw nothing more. I'm not proud to say I ducked under the counter and damn well stayed there till I heard Ivad fling that door open, but I was paralyzed with fright.
Hello again. How can I help you?
Tell me.
Ready to advance, ready to defend. What can I do for you, comrade?
What can I do for you, comrade?
Hunter's Edge.
Fortune? Ha! He should be so lucky as to be defeated by Alistair the Great.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend.
Greetings, traveller, and may the Immaculate Conduit's myriad blessings comfort and cradle you. Tell me, have you yet heard the revelation?
Alistair, surely you've met your match one sort.
You mean you haven't heard? Oh, what fortune that I may share the goddess's salvation with one who has... And for your mortal son from this moment forth, the Conduit, our link to the goddess herself, has given us a special gift, and the gift is thus. By following her instructions and becoming initiated into the one way, we can each of us live on for a span greater than the number of stars that twinkle within the goddess's right eye.
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
What's in a name, dear friend? For we all begin equal in the Conduit's eyes, and only through great deeds may enter into her inner ring. She came from on high to we mortals, and showed us the path to the goddess, where all living souls are naturally inclined. She showed us that injury and malady need not mark the end of life, but that through her methods we could ascend to greater life in service of the goddess.
He should be so lucky as to be defeated by Alistair the Great.
Ah, for this hallowed information, you must seek an immaculate chapel. Go north, friend, through the forest and into the town of Silverglen, where all may be revealed. There, among her followers and friends, dwells the goddess's ecstasy, her one way. Go on the path to the righteous, my friend. Forget not that the Conduit has great plans for you.
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The closest I've come to my match is when I linger over long while lighting my pipe.
Oh, careful now.
Oh, it's in my pipe.
Swirling in saffrons, I dare say.
But I can't open this door. It approval.
Things.
You'll be
Seal, now that's a sad story. Elegant homes burned for fuel, oaken cupboards emptied, and ladies dragging the dregs of their great skirts to bargain for fish bones.
Sick.
Undead at every exit, orcs upon the harbour. We're sealed in.
Greetings, Source Hunter.
Have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Fortune? Ha! He should be so lucky as to be defeated by Alistair the Great.
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine golden bear.
Here stands your frightened source goblin.
Actually, I think that's only roast pig.
Ah, yes. Yes, of course. This time.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? You're joking. I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face, Virius! She bit me in the face!
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly'll be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her down
Sorry,
yourself.
sir.
I wish for you to try it, screech woman.
You think that's
The
funny,
beast
Private?
speaks? So you've half a brain behind that feral maul,
Sir,
have you?
No, sir.
The cretin's question crossed her lips and aped an air of aptitude.
Hey, Tull, I think that was an insult.
Don't pay attention to the beast, Virius. You'll only encourage it.
Get to shining
Hey,
recruit.
who's that then? Come on, stand where my good eye can see you.
Easy, Tull. That's the source hunter you're talking to.
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no more than a wild animal. We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I found her crouched behind a tree, taking aim at a fat old rat trotting along the city walls. I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast startled like a wild cat and lunged right at me.
Bit Tullia right in the face, she did. It wasn't pretty, and now it's got a chunk ripped off it to boot.
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another legionnaire in the cohort that'll have you if I go rabid.
Embarrass a bridge throw. Get to shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
Well, that's to be decided. She doesn't seem to be sick, despite Tully's moaning. We can't keep her here forever, but we can't well send her into the wilds again, can we?
Recruits. That's
She like a ranger or something? Wait, is this a companion, possibly?
Perhaps it'd be worth taking this stranger under our wing. She'll likely come in handy if we can trust her to watch our backs.
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private? Sir, no, sir. Attention! About face! To the barracks! March!
After all, a fearless hunter might prove quite useful for our investigation.
Well, that's a relief, ain't it? We found a good home for her after all, Tull.
Heed me, Source Hunter. She's not good for anything more than cannon fodder. And don't turn your back on her when she's got that bow within arm's reach.
Barracks! March!
You say you will take me under your wing, but I see no feathers. Are you a child of the birds, as I am of the bears? And so the lonely babe was fed upon the wild mother's milk, and cast aside from humankind, he thrived among his mother's ilk. So says the saga of Threes. Do you know it? The wise godwolf Amira raised the child Threes among her litter.
No, no, not
So
a
you
god
see,
wolf.
I have good company. Threes the wolfson, and I the bear daughter.
Those boots would embarrass a bridge troll. Get to shining, recruits.
Sorry, sir.
Attention! About this!
In truth, this is a relief. Your world is made with rules I have not yet memorized. I am happy to have a friend in such a place.
Than Sicilian stew.
I'm like, okay, she's named and she's level 3. Seems like a possible recruit.
Ask freely, my friend. Your city is far more wild than Home Forest. In Home Forest, the rules are clear. In Home Forest, your strength and speed determine your fate. Here, a tiny screech woman, no swifter than a mudworm, might confine you into a tiny cage, and one must wait for a kind stranger to grant freedom. Jarrett, wise Jarrett, taught me the bird songs of our people. If not for him, I would never have learned more than the beasts could teach me. A beast's life is to survive. A human's is to know. I am both beast and human, and so I must do both.
To the barracks! March!
He came to me when I was small. A fierce, wild one, yet unaware of the difference between the other cubs and herself. He called to me in a soft song. At first I thought him a great bird. We each reached out to the other. We found each other. Jarrett visited me often, and in time I learned his songs and more. When he built a small cabin within Home Forest, I hunted his food and fetched his water by day while he studied his books and his magics. By night, by the fire, he'd tell me tales of the world of people. Jarrett is my master and my friend, my teacher and myself. He teaches me and I care for him.
At first I was like, oh, maybe this is like another boy that she met out in the woods or whatever, and this kid like helped her learn language or something along those lines. Maybe he's more like a druid type fella, a naturist guy, and he's like, oh yeah, I can, you know.
Sir, no, sir.
I just didn't like this part. My master and my friend. Why master at all? Just your friend, right? Right?
I have learned all the bird song that Jarrett could teach. I remembered every word. These tales have brought me much pleasure. The remembering of the
I'm
beasts
guessing we're
is
gonna
without
find
lies.
this Jarrett at some point.
We know not to approach the wasp's
so.
nest because long ago one bear mother discovered its dangers. This she taught to her cubs, and those cubs taught the next.
To the barracks! March!
We do not remember Rito and the battle of the buzzing brutes. We remember only what is useful to us now. Rito will be forgotten. The beauty of the story will be forgotten. But the lesson will not. It is different between beasts and humans. I am lucky to enjoy both ways.
This is probably not a ranger. She's probably a... There's another class that was like Wayfarer, I think.
I heard this was a place of many people, so here I came. I have seen more faces here in a day than I had seen in all the days of my life together. But I have not found the face I seek. Jarrett is missing. It is my duty to find him. That mystery is thick and ugly as a swarm of hornets. It started with a great disturbance in Home Forest. A terrible disease came in the night and turned the birds and beasts soft and foul as carrion while they still lived. I watched countless of my loved ones die, rotted from the inside. When I ran to Jarrett to tell him what I had seen, his reaction was strange. He had no answer.
To the barracks! March! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
The next morning, Jarrett did not emerge from his room. I left him be, but after 3 days I grew anxious. I broke down the door, and inside his chamber was nothing. His equipment, his books, all but some scraps of parchment were gone. He was kidnapped, and all his research was taken with him. The only clue I found was a letter among the scraps. I could not make out all the words, but I recognized the threat. Death, coming for you. And the signature? Attenborough. I do not know the one called Attenborough, but I know that if I am to find Jarrett, I must start there. Whoever this Attenborough may be, I believe he or she may know where Jarrett has been taken.
To the barracks! March! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
Feral woman named Bertha, so she's looking for a companion. Jarrett. Attenborough. It sounds vaguely familiar, Edinburgh, but I think maybe I'm thinking of Edinburgh. That's gotta be a reference, right? British dude who did a bajillion nature documentaries. Attenborough.
Attention! About face! To the barracks! March! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
Stench.
Those boots would embarrass a bridge troll. Get to shining, recruits.
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private?
Sir, no, sir.
Those boots would embarrass a bridge troll. Get to shining, recruits.
Sorry, sir.
Attention!
Hell yeah, we got arranged non-magic. Love that.
To the barracks! March! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Attention! About face! To the barracks! March! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
And we're behind. Just the other way around. You're people, you're ahead of them. Where's my XP? Oh, 135. Yeah, we're close.
Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew.
I still don't see why the game doesn't tell you what class people are. Is that crazy? Am I missing something? I just can't find it.
Those boots would embarrass a bridge troll. Get to shining, recruits.
Sorry, sir. Source Hunter. I have heard tales both grand and terrible about the world of humans. I myself was caged one moment and freed the next by our kind. In Home Forest, every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little. But amongst men, there are no guarantees.
There's little in our world more bearable in the minds of men, and is a source of great beauty, much despair, and all of it any human. I guess as you've noticed, we are an unpredictable species as likely to kill us to heal, as best to be wary of those you meet for this very reason.
Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Attention! About face!
To the barracks! March! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian.
It is strange to stand with one foot in the forest and the other in the city, Source Hunter. I'm glad that now I have you standing beside me, even if one burns hot while the other wheezes cold. Perhaps in time I will come to know my own kind as you have, and perhaps then I will decide for myself whether ours is a noble kind.
Sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
That's it, troops. Train up while you can. The next orcish strike could land at any moment.
You think that's funny, Private?
Sir, no, sir.
Attention!
Nice, almost forgot our gear.
About face! To the barracks! March! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Those
Even this doesn't say it.
Get to shining, recruits!
Sorry, sir.
Attention! About face! To the barracks! March! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Attention! About face!
What have we here, then? A so-called source hunter, eh? Well, look, do what you must in Sicil, but don't make waves and don't interfere with the Legion's affairs, you hear? I'm Captain Aureus, if you must know, leader of the Legion in Sicil. By which I mean I have the enviable task of commanding a battalion of walking dead. For I fear it may well be but a matter of time before the undead undo all my soldiers and turn them into drivelling hordes of their own misshapen number. Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother, but he just had to send for source hunters, didn't he? Bloody magicians. They see a pigeon poop and think sorcery's afoot. Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop, understand? I am in command of this town, not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and definitely not some hotshot source hunter. So investigate Jake's death if you feel so inclined, but report back to me the moment you discover something out of the ordinary.
Okay, right on that, Doc.
The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have my permission to enter. Now off with you! Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is that. But that doesn't suffice as evidence, wouldn't you say? Or do source hunters rely on hearsay alone, perhaps? That certainly would explain some of the cock-ups you lot have made in the past. What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly. But I won't stand for such nonsense. If you bring evidence before me, I'll evaluate it with perfect objectivity. The Legion relies on reason, see? Not idle superstition.
I don't know if I... Okay.
If you must.
Jesus Christ.
Bravo! Figured that one out, did you? I haven't been stuck here for 2 years because we're being besieged by fluffy kittens, you know. Those brain-feasting freaks out there keep on coming. And it takes all the sword arms and all of our who's half-baked contraptions to keep them at bay. Keeping them at bay, that is all we do. Were that I could break their backs once and for all. How am I enjoying it? Are you spoiling for a fight, Hunter? Are you? Syceal stinks of fish, reeks of orcs, and on a good day the wind disperses the stench of decomposing corpses. I can't remember the last time I had a proper piece of steak, and by now I retch at the mere sight of sardines. So in conclusion, I am not enjoying Syceal.
Yeesh.
We are the pride of Rivellon, to be found and to be seen everywhere. We don't hide in the dark and lurk in corners like some I could mention. No, we protect the civilized from the barbaric.
For the Grey Wardens!
We do so impeccably.
Hello, hey Lady Raven, what's up? Thank you for the raid. Give you a shout out. How you doing? Welcome in, Raiders. I'm Pamtoons. I play RPGs and story-based games. And right now we're playing Divinity Original Sin. The first one, and not the second one. Everyone assumes the second one. I feel like the second one is probably more popular or something. I don't know. But yeah. Hey Steph, what's up? Doing well, just finished Horizon on ME2 Insanity. Nice. Nice. That's dude. That's a good whatchamacallit? What's the word I'm looking for? Not benchmark, but Horizon and then the collectorship are the worst. After that it gets a little easier, just because you get more XP and gear and whatnot. Word, yeah. Yeah, I mean, right now we're in the town of in Syceal. Hey, Steph, what's up? Let's see. What, in your opinion, are the orcs doing on the beach?
I'd say they're looking for weak spots in our defenses. They can't make an attack over land for fear of Ahu's magical machines, so they're trying their luck by sea. They won't succeed, though. Not against the Legion. Yes, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat, licking gods knows which body parts. Sects, sorcerers. He'll be seeing flying carpets next.
Oh yeah, for sure. Go enjoy your dinner. Thanks for the raid. Appreciate it. Alright, that guy's a real charmer. Now, Captain Arias reluctantly gave us permission to visit the scene of Jake's murder in the King Crab Inn. This officer has a great dislike for source hunters, but no matter. We're here to conduct an investigation, not make new friends. Indeed. Alright, let's go. Oh, Zorar who is, okay. She could read these books. The Universal Controller in hand, you can give your blood weapon a mass destruction various commands. Here's some of our customers' favorites. Angry, happy, angry. Advanced team. Angry, angry, sleepy. Discharge electricity. Sleepy to be happy. Weapons activated. Angry, angry, angry. Universal Controller deactivated. Happy, happy, happy. Party time. Okay.
How can I help you, my friend? But certainly. What would you like to know? Oh, that'll never happen. Granted, a witch could make the polymorph permanent if she'd enchant me in my cat guise, but I'll just have to be careful around witches, won't I? I'm my own wizard, you know, and I don't intend to become anyone's familiar. Oh, I am but a wizard, a guardian of man and beast, and indeed I am both. My body, like any other, is bound to temporal decay. But my spirit is a speck of light that shone forth from the eternal sun that is the cosmic soul. My task upon this earth is to protect the heart of nature, the very antithesis of which is the intrigue spun by demons and directors of the dead. Hence my involvement in Scythiel. You see, my one desire is to witness a world in which every mother looks around her and purrs with calm contentment, for she knows that her chicks or children, her cubs or calves, will grow up without knowing the meaning of menace, the enfeeblement of fear. To my great regret, none of them purr as yet. Oh, but that's not a trick. It's a blessing. Or does it surprise you that I enjoy taking a feline guise? Such magic is a gift, Hunter. To tread upon the realm of instinct, even articulate speech, perhaps humanity's greatest asset, cannot give expression to something so inextricably innate. To be out in the night, to stalk on silent paws and hunt with only the moon as your witness, you couldn't possibly imagine the thrill. But of course it's handy to speak in more than meows. And I couldn't brew potions or make machines without opposable thumbs, this I freely admit. Let's just say I have found a way to enjoy the best of two worlds. What? I'd never. If you must know, I was merely checking up on Maxine, the mayor's cat. What a delight she is. The temperament of a tiger, the grace of a leopard, and the manners of a lady all rolled into one. A perfect puss, if ever there was one.
Yikes. Alright, well.
By all means. I can't say much more, but that they're madmen, all the more dangerous to us because of their alliance with what should be a natural enemy. You won't see me teaming up with a terrier in a hurry. Of course, I hope your investigation fares well. I can but piece together what few more... They say a woman arrived in the King Crab Inn sometime after midnight. She retired to a room on the ground floor where she was soon joined by a man who had been nursing the same cup of wine for hours. I say man and woman because both of them were cloaked and recognized by none. About an hour later, another figure arrived, headed for the same room. Soon after, a terrible commotion erupted and the thundering light of magic was witnessed by the few remaining patrons. It took a while for the landlord to pluck up the courage to enter the mystery room. How and why he came to be there, no one knows. But I had a good look around the scene of the crime before the Legion barred anyone from entering. The traces of I myself have none. Even though the rest of... Now, it may well be established that she is in fact the guilty party. I'm not claiming that I'm certain she's innocent, but let's just say that if I really thought this murder case would be so very easily resolved, I wouldn't have sent for source hunters. And what might those be? Those who are raising the dead dwell among us. They simply must be. But even though I've spent many a night leaping from tree to rooftop, watching on as citizens stagger home from the inn or simply burn the midnight, the enemy is wily. They know us better than we know them, and they've found ways to avoid both detection and distrust. And yet I am somehow convinced that you may succeed where the Legion and I have failed. You have a flair for understatements, Hunter. I'm sure they are but a minor nuisance until they conclude what mischief they intend to see through. Oh, a mere trifle for one with the intellect of a feline and the engineering skills of a human. You basically construct a classic ballista, add a...
Alright, let's go look at the crime scene. Now that we got clearance from our old Cap, or whatever his name is, Commander, Captain, Arius, Captain.
Nuts! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Attention! About face! To the barracks! Nuts! Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
Have some pity.
Oh wait, can she talk to animals?
Come one, come all.
Coins.
Really?
Calling you.
Boo.
One coin or two, noble spirit? One coin or two? Oh, I am a happy man, and certainly
Hey,
a
Goofy, what's
humble
up?
one now. It turns out losing it all has its own share of benefits. Ah, a fool once was I, and ever seeking greater satisfaction than that which I already enjoyed. In my folly, I sought the counsel of those notorious Watcher statues on the western cliffs. Their guidance ruined any small fortune I might have had, but certainly granted me humility.
You there.
Oh, the statues, eh?
Waiting for his big debut.
I'd heard they were not to be trusted, that they gave fools advice to the fools who sought them, but
Yeah, like that guy who
somehow I
jumped off a
believed
cliff.
that I was the exception. They told me that I would find fame and renown if I renounced my worldly possessions, all my worldly possessions, and became a great figure of piety and humility. Fire, the most thorough cleanser, was my method. But as my house burned in front of me, I felt no elevation, no piety, only the sudden weight of my own idiocy upon my very soul.
I don't remember how much money I have. Okay. Yeah, sure, here, take some money.
May the soul of Astarte smile upon you, kind stranger.
Wait, who was the fourth one? What?
Can't you hear the stage calling you?
Roderick? Oh, myself? I gave myself an... Okay. I increased my own...
So, those statues told
feeling
him
about
he'd have
myself.
to renounce his earthly possessions to become a spiritual leader, did they?
You there.
Can you spare a coin?
Waiting for his big debut.
Makes sense to me. How can you explore the spirit when you're busy keeping up with the Joneses?
Actor just waiting for his big debut.
And now he's begging to survive. Looks like everything went according to plan.
Have some pity.
You there. You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
Have some pity.
Performers, showmen, show all of the... Seal, what you're made of. Apart from beer and flatulence.
Ah.
You there! Sit! Stay a while. Right in front. I'll excite you. I'll delight you. I'll beguile you. I'll besmile. I'm playing to an empty audience. Don't pity me. No, sir. Just a few years ago, I was the all-singing, all-dancing, all-sensational darling
Is this the
of the
Volo
town.
of this game?
People came from far and wide just to witness my amazing act. When Reginald came, he brought some fantastic prop with him. Now, have you seen it? A talking head! Now, I never expected a silly gimmick like that to be my main competition. Hear the stage calling you! It seems even my usually choosy audience has been taken in by that hack's little gizmo. I'm a man of skill, sleight of hand, feats of wit, and pure entertainment. This curio is ruining what used to be an art. And even when there's no crowd to speak of, old Reggie still has at least one fan calling bravo and hee-haw. Sure as the sun sets, that one devotee attracts 5 more, and those 5 more all curious about the commotion. I don't know how he inspires such loyalty with less talent contained between his hat and his boots than I've in my crusty handkerchief. Come on! Come all! Can't you hear the stage calling you? You there! You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
Fantastic! Bravo! Bravo!
Performers, showmen, show all of the Sicil what you're made of. Apart from beer and flatulence. And who are you supposed to be? Oh, I should have been one of the greats. But here I am gathering peasants to watch peasants perform broadside pageants for peanuts. No. Really? I hadn't noticed. If not for this ridiculous condition, you'd know me as the king's favorite thespian. Don't you have an impressive library here in Sicil? I'm sure that beast of a librarian could rustle something up for you. Take it up with Katerina. She's the master of this pig circus after all.
My word! By the 7, what a tale!
Come one! Come all!
I should go here real quick.
Have some pity.
How can the Legion serve you today, Source Hunter? You don't look like you're quite ready to head out into the undead-infested wilds to me. You may have the right number of champions in your party, yet in experience I think you are most probably lacking. Of course, the choice is yours, but are you sure you want to... Thank you for heeding my...
Performers, showmen, show all of the Sicil what you're made of.
Fantastic!
Zombie ate your dog? Orc sunk your ship? No matter! You're at Katerina's Fair, a veritable summer home for troubled minds. Won't you take a seat and let our esteemed entertainers whisk you off to a better place?
By the seven.
Well, I'm Katerina the Fair, fairest First Lady of the Fair, of course. I do love making the acquaintance of my patrons, and who knows which of them might become one of my performers. I've an open stage in want of talent, and I've often found the best young performers among the rank and file of the audience.
My word!
Come on!
The theatre's fever has overcome you, has it? Marvelous! I do so love a fresh green talent ready to bloom. But I support players, not writers, you see. If you want to perform here, you'll have to find tried and true material. Check the library and see if any of the classics there interest you. I'd love to see a Source Hunters take on one of the old standards.
Today, I think, a king.
Where's the library?
Good and his rainbow of war machines.
You there! You look like an actor just waiting for his
heard
big
from a
debut.
ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour.
Fantastic!
So ardently
My
did he crave
word.
creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm. Today, I think a king, the great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines.
You there! Take a seat. Prepare to laugh your head off, cry your eyes out, and teeter on the edge of your seat with an original tale from Stefan, the talking severed head. I am Reginald the Illusionist, purveyor of the most amazing artifact in
It's
Andover.
reminding me of the thing in the
talking head.
Nautiloid,
Catch the act while you can. This
it's
show
called, not
will
the
only
Nautiloid,
remain in Sicil as long as there are Legion soldiers to entertain.
I always forget what that part in Baldur's Gate 3 is called. It's the part where you go at the end of Act 2. It's where you fight Merkel. It's like Mind Flare.
My word.
My word!
My word!
Fantastic!
Oh, it's just a Mind Flare colony. Okay.
My word! Fantastic!
Oh, right.
Fantastic!
By the seven, what a tale!
My word.
Fantastic!
My word!
My word!
Okay, that should be okay.
My word!
My word.
Ha! Yes, I know of that talentless bull. He was here entertaining the troops before I was brought in. I'm sure the hack simply bored his audience to tears until they cried for a replacement. Enter Reginald the Illusionist. We need our boys in red happy, relaxed, and ready to fight. Not wasting their energies cringing at a fool with a depressed rabbit in a borrowed hat.
Damn.
That's right, a talking head. And he doesn't just talk. He'll weave you a yarn so fantastic, you'll be begging to hear just one more, and just one more. It's quite a story how I found him, too. I obtained this curio by some rather sensational means. You see, I was diving in search of a rare medicinal sea herb. I volunteer with the local children's apothecary on weekends, in the shallows around Sicil's own Black Cove, when I spotted something amazing. The chest belonging to the fabled Captain Pontius.
Oh, what? Okay. You were diving in search of a rare medicinal sea herb. I volunteered at the local children's apothecary on weekends. In the shallows around Seal's own black cove, and I spotted something amazing in the chest belonging to the fabled Captain Pontius.
Though the chest
Okay.
was stuck fast,
Found a chest.
I summoned a swell of great strength and prized it free from the ancient rock.
Yeah, alright, King Arthur, what else?
I had the treasure of a lifetime in my very hands. But then, slurp, gulp, I was swallowed by an ornery kraken that seemed to appear from nowhere.
A crack. Okay.
In the hubbub, I lost hold of my prize and watched it sink to the bottom of the beast's cavernous belly. Still,
This is Volo. I was wrong.
that all was futile.
I thought the other guy was Volo. This is Volo.
Before my mind's eye swam the faces of the many war widows and leprotic orphans who would be lost without my charitable support. I knew I had to live. Grabbing fast to the hilt of a cutlass that floated by at just that moment, I summoned all my strength to slash a great gash in the creature's gut.
Nice.
Freeing myself from my would-be tomb, I swam as quickly as I could, first to the surface and then to the shore. It was there, along the rocky beach, that I tripped over this talking head. Strange, isn't it?
Fantastic! Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare for the next show. Autographs will have to wait until the end. I doubt I have to tell you that I am the amazing singing Stefan, the only sentient severed head in Sicil. My audience sings my praises from hill and dale. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Oh, bless the seven. Look, you've got to help me. I've been kidnapped.
Fantastic!
Pleasure to meet you. Now, please, Stefan has many fans to meet today. Psst, now help me. Take me to Reginald's cellar. There I will reveal everything.
My word.
My word!
I mean, I can't just take him right in front of him.
Come one, come all, and see the amazing singing Stefan! Sicil's only sentient severed head!
My word!
I'm just gonna...
What's that nutter on the back hollering about? I can hardly hear the show for all the ruckus.
Rainbow of war machines. It is
I'll revisit that.
I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew
Telerom's clinic. Did I look at this well yet?
I've spotted something interesting.
I have?
The earth here seems to have been freshly fertilized and aerated. Obviously, someone has taken great care to maintain this gravesite. Are you sure you want to disturb it?
No, that would be an insult to the dead.
Wait, hold on. I forgot to look at the marker first. Oh.
The earth here seems...
We and our shovels will do as we please.
We most certainly will not. We'll respect this gravesite by leaving it be.
Whoever's buried here won't notice that we've disturbed the dirt above them.
I'd hate to see you ruin those lovely hands of yours with calluses and dirt.
Sweet.
No, we'll do as I say.
As you prepare to break ground, you gaze at the dirt beneath your feet once more.
This is wrong. We shouldn't disturb this grave.
Right you are. It would have been a terrible misdeed.
You step away from the grave.
I don't want to know what's in there. Wait, this is the clinic.
All that digging and there's nothing here. All that digging and there's nothing here.
There we go. You'll find that most prefer talking to the main areas, but though they're willing to trade with companions too. The creature says something incomprehensible. As the source hunters will know what the place is going on about. Ugh, why doesn't she know how to talk to animals? Should I go back and dig the grave? I want to try it. let's just leave it, I guess. Maybe something good will come of that later. The fact that the game gives you 2 opportunities to decide to do it and then not do it or whatever, you know, like 2 checks feels a little like, alright, maybe I should do this. Alright, crime scene, right. What the hell is this? What the hell? How do I get into...
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Meow.
That purring sound.
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles?
Such things.
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
Murder scene. Enjoy.
Whoa. What? Those trees remain the top of body spectacle. Must have taken place here. We can't make any definite conclusions. Okay.
Everything we do seems to fortify your abilities.
I suppose your example has inspired me to reach heights I never before envisioned.
That inspiration hardly flows one way, my friend.
Hmm. Okay. Steam disconnected, or Twitch disconnected. What's going on? Is Twitch on some shit today? There goes again. Oh. Also, I'm freaking. Hey, Big ZD. You made it. Just in time for the Twitch servers to shit the bed, apparently, because I keep losing connection and regaining it, and the frame rate is ass. I don't know what's happening. Looks stable right now, but yeah, same. Okay, anyway. Circle head of let's be easy with console cheek or dead. Jesus. Subtle. See, the crime we found a little bit from the Duke of Ferrell's Esmeralda. They must have had quite the romance, but was it enough to instigate the murder of Councillor Jake? Esmeralda explains the book we found with Mr. Jakes. Okay, so what is this business about the... God damn it.
The closest I've come to my match is when I linger over long while lighting my pipe. Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles you sent to the northern cave? You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
The fuck? Okay. understand. Where is this button that I'm supposedly pressing? God damn it. Sick. Is that my first party kill? No, I think it's like the second time. Where are you going?
Ready to advance, ready to defend. What can I do for you, comrade?
Oh my god. I still don't know how to like move my people around in this game. It'd be nice if I could jump.
Gods leech this evil from my blood. Into the fray once more. Vile kiss
Where are
of
you
the
going?
serpent.
Damn it. She doesn't have enough strength either. Boo. Wish I could friggin' level up my lockpicking. I don't get why I can't. God. I'll just come back. Due to level difference? Level 5. I see.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Hill?
isn't so bad on a quiet day like this, is it?
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomato.
Welcome back, Source Hunters. I've been eagerly expecting you. You found another Starstone, haven't you? Go on. Ask me how I know. Aha! Mere child's play when you know what to look for. And luckily, I do. Do you remember when you first arrived on this plane? When the dormant portal that led us to this hall sprang to life?
Sure.
It's happened again, my friend. Another portal has reignited. The end of time is growing by the stone. It's all connected somehow. You, this place, the void, the stones. Soon we'll have unraveled the whole truth. Oh, how I do love a good mystery. You don't imagine that I'd presume to explore it before you? No, that would be most unmannerly. And not to mention, well, No, I'm sure it's nothing. It's just that beyond the portal, I sense a presence that I can't quite account for. It is at once powerful and faint. Perhaps only a shadow, perhaps more. But this is only speculation, of course. Come, let me show you the way. Once you're through, you'll be able to report exactly what we're dealing with.
Alright. I really should assign these points, but I'm just like, let me just hang on to them. And then I can use them for things that I actually need in the moment. I don't know.
How might I serve our mission? Ask, and I shall answer, if I can. Quite so. Your absence, it should be. I do not know you, which makes you my one perennial. But perchance I may be cured of this blindness. Perchance
okay. Perchance. There you are. Dobby, what's up?
I wonder who awaits you in the next chamber. I wonder what they'll say.
The Hall of Heroes.
What an impressive room.
So it is. A hall fit for kings.
Foredua, Leos Ral Edu, Hrahime.
kind of just want to make myself a pet pal so I can talk to animals. And then I can give, what's his name, Pack Mule. Or the other way around, something like that. The real question is, will there be something like a speak with animals potion like there is in Baldur's Gate in this game? Or is that the only way to talk to animals? I don't know. Knife at the end of time, spoon at the end of time.
You. It cannot be you. But it can only be you. The Guardians. Those I deceived. Those that deserted me. But oh, how weak you have become. As weak as you used to be strong. Look about you. You used to lead, and now you follow, ignorant of your faults and ignorant of your fate. That it has come to this. Woe to the world that it has come to this. He won't believe me, the fiend.
Oh, this is just like, okay.
As
Scamp.
I prayed they would.
Okay. The war has been won. Our victory is now inevitable and affects certainty. One might say these last battles we wage are therefore pointless conflicts, but if the enemy won't relent, so be it. Give me the thrill of the front line. I shall be the first to break their ranks and the last to leave the battlefield. But you've been absent lately. It goes without saying I prefer to see you by my side. Doing again at the funeral, I suppose. Until then, I bid you adieu. Okay.
Well, wouldn't you look fine with a strapping warrior at your side? Or is it mages you prefer? An eagle-eyed ranger? A stealthy pickpocket? Take your pick of my swords for hire. Of course, Chief. But maybe you ought to get rid of some of your old ones first. Never does well to sour one batch in sight of the other.
keep forgetting if it's Rivellon or Rivellon. Rivellon? It is the dumbest thing, like, by far. It's horrendous. It's the fucking worst. Feel grace when I look them in the eye, considering it a blessing. Children try to touch my hand or sleep, believing it will bring them good luck. The absurdity of all is staggering.
Who do you think that creature in there was?
I haven't the foggiest. But the eerie bit is that she seems to know us.
I wonder, do you know more about the Void? What it is? What lies at the heart of it?
What lies at its heart? Why, nothing, of course. The great absence of all that even the gods cannot comprehend. It eludes us, like infinity, or the finality of tick-tocking time.
Good to see you on the shelter plane. A home away from home, is it not? Most certainly. Ah, yes, the Hall of Heroes. Once upon a time, great feasts were held there in honor of heroes graced by the gods themselves. In that room, mortals... I can't think of a better place to gather new heroes, should you come across such rarities, so that when needed, they can serve you in your quest against the Void. Like you, she is a mystery. But she seems to know you, doesn't she? A question has me stumped, milady.
That's all well and good, but now I'm kind of like, I don't know what to do.
Oh, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away? Ah.
I wouldn't venture too far out of town if I were you. Many legionnaires did so before you. Ah, whose invention? The stasis blaster. Quite a sight, no? The ray can singe a zombie or skeleton to ash in a matter of seconds. These days we legionnaires hold a lottery to see who gets to man the things. You can bet it's no small amount easier to blast those flesh-eating monstrosities from a distance than to get within striking range. Don't ask me how the blaster works, though. I just make sure the thing's hitting its targets.
Everybody's a bridge troll. Get to shining recruits.
Sorry, sir.
Attention! About this! To the barracks! Recruits!
Unknown to all time, are you? Leave it to an imp to try to fill our minds with all manner of magical gobbledygook. I'll tell you who you are. Source hunters, members of the most esteemed order in Rivalon. Here to find out and grind out every last speck of dark magic in the realm. There, the enigma is solved.
That ruffle-necked dingbat solves his own mysteries. Some of us have matters of real import at hand. This next is true, and we're really affecting the temperature science too. I want to know more. I doubt 6X saw more than the mystery of his son's sleep, so at least he'll keep himself busy running in circles with the so-called end of time. Maybe I'm just because you're running on all the time doesn't make you look special to us.
What are you? You think I'm... No, comrade. You can keep the honor of being the object of the Space Im's special interest all to yourself. I just hope this fancy of yours doesn't interfere with your real job, or have you forgotten that little detail already? You're a source hunter first, last, and always, comrade.
I am aware, lady.
So, the wizard's crafted a device intended to keep the undead at bay, has he? Little did he expect we'd recognize the hulking source sapphire he's using to fuel it. Careful now, comrades, and tread lightly. There's no telling when that madman's doomsday device might gain sentience and turn its rays on us.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm shutting this lady down. She's crazy.
Oh, to be met with such derision by my own comrades. Tell me, friends, will you be ready when darkness attacks? Who'll be the crackpot when I'm safe in my source-proof sanctuary and you're left outside begging for entrance? Though I suppose, if I recall correctly, the source sapphire does have a particular sheen about it.
Oh, suddenly we're not so unreasonable
Yes,
then.
And I think that in fact an authentic source sapphire buzzes with the trapped souls of 1,000 innocents too. Perhaps, well, no matter if this particular gemstone is innocuous, the principle remains.
Alright. Thanks for that. Very helpful. Anyway, moving on.
But don't you worry, milady. We Legionnaires are highly trained soldiers who fear neither
Oh, but what if you were to be ambushed, caught unawares? Oh, catch me, for I might faint. The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. So, what piece of irrefutable evidence are you about to present me with this time?
Should I talk to her about it first? You know what? I changed my mind. I want to talk to Arhu about it first. Because now I'm just... What if she, like, escapes or something? Or runs away?
Welcome to the Town Hall of Syseal. Mayor Cecil is waiting for you inside.
Wing of worm, Broom's.
What? Oh, it's you. Come closer then. Closer, huh? My ears aren't what they used to be. Nor my eyes, for that matter. Yes, hello, Source Hunter. Our city welcomes you. My elf? What elf? Oh, myself. I am Cecil, Mayor of Syseal, and husband of the stately Cecilia. I've been the mayor here for decades, and I'm quite eager to see Syseal through these difficult times. Yes, very difficult times indeed. Oh, what? Oh, you mean Syseal? Very difficult times indeed. As though the death of Jacon by source magic no less weren't enough. We're also facing all sorts of brutish intruders. The undead have overrun all but one northern trade route, while the orcs are making a habit of savaging our beaches. That's not to mention that at the top of this whole caboodle, there's rumors of some new religious sect or cult or some such, sticking its tendrils into the innocent, seven-fearing folks of Syseal. And, while we're on the subject of troubles, I myself have a private matter I'd like to bring to your attention. It involves a magic relic I rather foolishly sought. A weapon called the Staff of Pergamon. What of what now? Oh, you're speaking gibberish. Ah, you mean the Staff of Pergamon. Yes, yes. I was expecting a shipment of weapons, and among the cargo was this very powerful, very rare staff. I managed to place the order through means somewhat, atypical to a government official. Cecil proved an old fool, though, for the merchant slated to deliver it to me has just informed me that the damn thing has gone missing. I fear it may have fallen into the wrong hands, and I wonder if you could retrieve it for me. His name is Conrad, captain of the Tide Splitter, a merchant ship still docked at the Syseal harbor. You can talk to him if you think it'd help, but I'd quite like to avoid getting the Legion involved, if you don't mind. The staff itself contains a shard of an ore, highly valued for its use in the weapons of war. I know use of the material to be forbidden, but I was desperate to do something to aid the townsfolk against the undead. What? The undead? Yes, for the past 2 years those blasted skeletons have all but suffocated this city. With all but one trade route overrun, Syseal's once torrential commerce has slowed to a pathetic trickle. Well, I do believe that's something your parents ought to have discussed with you long ago, Source Hunter. But I suppose if you really don't know, I'd be remiss if I didn't at least explain the basics. Ah, you see, when a lady and a fellow find each other
Oh my God.
nice, well, rather more than nice, they occasionally, well, they...
Sects, not sex.
Oh, this is nonsense. I'm the mayor for the 7th sake. I can't be bothered to chat all day about the birds and the bees when Sicil's under siege by orcs, undead, and cultists. Jake, murdered? Oh, yes. Yes, now I recall. Indeed. I could hardly believe it myself. The Council and I have certainly had our differences over the years, but old squabbles evaporate under such circumstances. Most of the townsfolk are certain Jake's wife Esmeralda is responsible. In fact, the Legion have taken her into protective custody to keep her safe from the mob. As you can imagine, I've known Esmeralda for years. That business between her and the Duke of Ferrol was always a bit suggestive. But I've never had cause to suspect her of violence. Still, one never knows for sure. An all right bloke, apart from all this Esmeralda nonsense. The whole town knows the only goal of his business trips to Sicil is to spend a night or two at the King Crab Inn with Mrs. Counselor. That depends. What kind of berries are you interested in, exactly? Ah, the library. Yes, yes, you must have a visit. It's the gem of Sicil. Would you like to have a look? I'll escort you upstairs myself. Marvelous. Follow me, then.
I knew that dark-dealing old man dabbled in source. To the gallows, I say.
The gallows? Well, I've heard of such a thing, but I've never seen one myself. I don't think I care to either.
Another perfect heist. You sneak with the subtlety of a tried and true cat burglar.
Why, thanks. I rather do, don't I? Ha! A few more heists and I'll be a fat cat in no time.
No doubt about it. Your easygoing sleight of hand impresses me greatly, and will certainly continue to be highly advantageous to us both.
What? Oh, yes. This library is the jewel in Sicil's crown. The beacon of culture and learning in our fair city. My Victoria has every volume you could possibly imagine, and she's got every speck of information about this place packed into her brilliant brain. Yes, Victoria's come a long way from that little bundle of claws and teeth I adopted so long ago. Ah, it brings a tear to my eye just seeing her here among her beloved books. What? Oh, yes, yes. I'll be on my way back downstairs now. Please introduce yourself. I know Victoria will be happy to make your acquaintance.
Demonology for dumbbells. Ugh.
Kaj Dinor. The brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Celeron will have to pay yet another fine.
Demonology for dumbbells. Ugh. I need something more advanced. The Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. And the first edition too. Most promising.
Alright, hold on. I need to take a quick pause. I'll be right back.
The knight in see-through armor, Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom.
Demonology for
Esmeralda
dumbbells.
does have a propensity for all
I
things
need
naughty,
something more
hasn't she?
advanced.
Nice, she's got a smut section.
Pseudomonarchia Daemonum.
Alright,
The
I'll be right
first
back.
edition too. Most promising.
Shepard.
Rex.
Commander Shepard. Shepard, Shepard, Shepard.
Rex. Grunt.
Shepard. Shepard. Shepard?
Will you come to my cottage this summer? Don't go to Russia.
Alright, I'm doing squats. Squad's complete.
The knight in see-through armor? Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom?
This isn't the grimoire I'm looking for.
Esmeralda
The
does have a
Pseudo-Monarchia
propensity for all things naughty,
and the first
hasn't she? A
edition.
sauce hunter! Oh, what a sight for sore Sicilian eyes! This book here.
A sight for sore Sicilian eyes.
I live alone here in town. Used to be that my younger brother Tom and I were practically joined at the hip, but that's all changed now. Oh, he's always been something of a rascal, calling his petty hooliganism adventuring and endlessly worrying my poor mind. Oh, but of course, I've always loved that scamp to bits. For my part, I encouraged him to join the Legion. Even got him sparring with Captain Aureus now and then. But then those blasted Fabulous Five came into town. That band of... I don't even know what to call them. Well, they're his heroes, and I simply couldn't prevent him from going to see them. That one meeting was all it took for Tom to run off with them on some mission to God knows where.
Encyclopedia Demonium.
The knight in
I know it by heart.
Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom. Stentiken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she?
No, this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for.
In the name of Amun-Hor, I bid thee Tujda Geta Hal, be welcome, human. My library is yours, as I hope your friendship is mine. I am Victoria, daughter of Mayor Cecil. Oh, I know what you're thinking. The likeness isn't exactly striking, is it? When I was very young, you see, I must have been cast out by my tribe, for I was found in a wicker basket floating past Sicile toward the sea. The fisherman who found me would have drowned me on the spot, for I am an orc after all. But praise be Amun-Hor, dear Cecil was among the gathered crowd, and he took pity on the exiled infant that chance had put in his way. He raised me like I was his own, this kindest of souls, taught me the language of men, their customs and their letters. Thus, I became the city's librarian, a position I uphold with no small diligence and pride. Indeed you may. The wisdom I here hoard is yours to peruse and even take with you. All I can ask is that you return the books you borrow so that others may enjoy them too.
The Lesser Key of Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. The Pseudo-Monarchia Daemonum.
Volume 1.
And the first
Volume
edition
2.
too.
Where
Most
has
promising.
The third one gone?
Omnes autem mali daemonis quam.
You've got to be a companion, right?
What? What is this? Who are you to interrupt my musings? By Naga the Protector, they have the manners of boors, these boatmen of Sicile. Oh, but perhaps I spoke too soon. Perhaps I was mistaken, for you hardly resemble the local fisherfolk, which, incidentally, is a compliment of copious dimensions indeed. No, a source hunter, that is what you are. Yes, a stalker of sorcery, a chaser of charms pernicious. In truth, I cannot go so far as to say it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, for I take no pleasure in the company of man. But it may just be to our mutual advantage to join forces nonetheless.
I like you already.
Mayhem.
I would tell you my reasons, but it seems rather pointless to do so, seeing that quite clearly there is no room left in your band of adventurers for an additional champion. A pity, really.
Kaj Denor. A brief history of...
Careful, comrade. I think I sense a sorcerer in yonder shadows. But what'll you do if the feline menace chooses this very moment to launch its offensive? Well, I reckon I'll keep a lookout on the shelter plain until you lot come to your senses. Medora salutes you, comrades, until we meet again.
Kaj Denor.
The Source Hunter. Have you come to your senses? Why, simply because you hunt source, and I, Jehan, hunt demons. You are aware, of course, that quite often both of these pests frequent the same shadowy pools of infamy.
Third one gone.
Now, I hate what I hunt, but I respect its cunning. Should I not, I'd have been decimated, body and soul, long since. This is a sentiment I'm quite certain you must recognize. Let there be strength in cunning, yes, but also in numbers. The calculus of wizardry I offer you, the might of the magician's mastermind. On one condition, that on our joint travels we will never deal with demonic entities, no matter how tempting their propositions. Give me your word on this, and I'll weave you spells.
Sure.
Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
Very well. There will be no deals with demons.
Agreed. Nothing good ever came from bargaining with those devils anyway.
Most gratifying.
Then we look at each other and wink.
I see you are firm of purpose, and thereby ready to descend. Descend into the madness that is sorcery, into the depths where demons dance. Gladly shall I follow you into the abyss. Onward, blood and triumph await. I assume you address me for a reason, so go on. Speak.
Who placed this
And
book
undoubtedly I have answers. I am not from any place anymore. I go where my quest leads me. Besides, the name would mean nothing to you. The glorious city in the glorious kingdom where I was born. I remember them well, the sandstone castles, hued like the very sun that batters their battlements without rest. I can see them still. The fountained gardens and halls of pearl-colored marble inlaid with gemstones set in shapes of plants and beasts. Yes, I can see them still, though when I try to focus on their details, like mirages they dissolve upon approach. Time, it frays the foundations of memory.
Where's the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
For 1,000 reasons, and for one especial. The 1,000 obvious ones I'll list with pleasure. The special one, that is my secret to keep. 1. Their scourge taints the natural world. 2. Their machinations irreversibly corrupt minds. 3. Their perversions seek to end all beauty. 4. Their schemes unhinge the fabric of space and time. 5. Their presence distorts all intrinsic harmony.
Many hours pass.
The knight in see-through armor.
Hunter, I could find you cross-dressed under the spell of a dominant goblin. Yet when next
Cross-dress?
we'd meet, there'd be no questions asked.
There's cross-dressing in this game?
I have my secrets. Undoubtedly, you have yours. They are ours to keep. And so let the hunt continue.
Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom. Stenticken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she? Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels? Urak! What mayhem! The knight in see-through armor, Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom, Sterntecken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she?
Avoid size seal. Yep.
Volume 1, Volume 2. But where has the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
Ah, haunted cave, eh?
Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels? Urak! What mayhem! Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels? Urak! What mayhem!
The seven grant abundance!
The hell? It's like making love. Content requires equal parts passion and delivery. Fever for the stage is not enough. No. Truly successful comedian will still study the details of the craft through countless long
One gone.
nights in preparation for his rendezvous with the audience. Compile within his rolling are some of Fervelin's finest funnies, enough to make a granite statue grin. During a dwarven funeral, the bearers of the casket accidentally bump into a wall and hear a faint moan. They open the casket and find out that the dwarven woman inside is actually alive. The entire funeral party rejoices until a joyful tear springs into her husband's eye. The dwarven lady lives for 10 more years and then dies. There's another funeral for her. At the end of the service, the bearers carry out the casket. As they are walking out, the husband cries, "Watch out for the wall."
Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
What? Oh, during a dwarven funeral, the bearers of the casket accidentally bump into a wall and hear oh, got it. The wall they made her live, and he's like, "Oh, don't hit I hate my wife." An elf and an orc show up in Hall of Echoes at the same time.
Have to pay yet another fine.
Hall of Echoes. Okay, elf and an orc. Orc says he froze to death, and the elf says he died of a heart attack. How did that happen? Asked the orc. The elf replied, "Well, I came home and thought I heard my wife in bed with someone else, but when I searched the house, couldn't find anybody. I was so stricken with remorse, wrongly accusing my wife of infidelity, I had a heart attack and died on the spot."
Still hasn't been returned.
Jesus, the orc, if you'd opened the icebox, we'd both be alive right now. Yeah, the orc was, he was hiding from, got it. Every 10 years, the Elvenwood priests in the High Monastery let to break their vow of silence to speak 2 words.
Volume 2. But where has the
10 years go by, and it's one priest's first chance. He thinks of it for a second before saying, "Food bad."
sprout little legs in the night.
10 years later, he says, "Bed hard." It's a big day. A decade later, he gives the head priest a long stare and says, "I quit." I'm not surprised, the Elven High Priest says. "You've been complaining ever since you got here." Get it? Oh my god. It's fucking brutal.
Poetry among novels?
I found a book that is inspired in true jokes. Maybe we can put it to good use.
The knight in see-through armor, Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom, Sterntecken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she? Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels? Urak! What mayhem!
As Isil's borders have shrunk considerably in modern times, ours was once an expansive kingdom of economic and strategic importance in the region of Andevale. Unembroiled in external politics, Isil was free to expand from sea to sea into the borders of the Kula Forest, where legendary and mysterious magicians are said to reside. Why then did Sicil fall? First, trade. As the Vulcans grew, Sicil's ports became most central trading routes, but most importantly, Sicil's trip is small and homogeneous population meant that its cultural importance faded as more diverse nations grew. Capitals that featured hellish musicians and dwarvish meat thrived, while Sicil's trade stagnated. Still, Sicil is of significant cultural importance. Home of the Lost Source King, the catacombs of Sicil are famed for their beauty and their supposed preternatural activity. In recent times, the leaders of Sicil are seeking to reinvigorate her economy. Fertile farmlands are being utilized at full capacity by the incentivized sale of lands to experienced farmers. Sicil's future shines bright indeed.
Teleron will have to pay yet another fine.
I've got my eyes on the prize.
The story goes to two adventurers, lovers two, Cyrus and Celia, sailed west from Ferrol, knowing not whether they would find
Teleron will have to pay yet another fine.
land on the other side. They took with them sufficient provisions for 5 months of travel, but only during the last week of 6 months did they land upon the land they would come to call Sicil.
Volume 1, Volume 2. But where's the third one gone?
To the end of Cyrus, I can't take another moment aboard this death barge. I'm starving and I'm sick. Will we find no safe refuge from our travails? My gods, could it be? There, look. What is it? Are we out of fresh water? Is there a leak in the hull? Look, seal. There, beyond the mist. It's land. Land, my sweet. Land at last. And we shall call it Sicil. Found a play based on the founding of Sicil. Maybe we can put it to use.
Volume 2. But where has the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night. The knight in see-through armor, Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom, Stentiken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she?
I'm no lumberjack, but I can get a good strong stick out of any log with my trusty axe whether I'm in need of one. Never I'm in need of one. Some weird geezers have been asking for the wood chips on the floor after I've chopped up some logs, and I just let them. I have no idea what to do with those.
The knight in see-through armor, Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom, Stentiken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she? The knight in see-through armor, Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom, Stentiken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty.
Life, death, and great opposites. Death is greater than life, so saith the priest, for in death comes the God's just reward. But if this be true, whether that reward shall be the solace of heaven or the agony of hell, it is decided during one's lifetime, and therefore life is much greater than death, for it is a decision maker, and one of those who care not for the gospel question the afterlife and the existence. Life is life's own goal, they say. A wise sentiment I echo, and that even priests would do well to heed. But oh, how often does stout assail these revelers of life? How often does fear approach with the creeping of the shadow? So great becomes the looming horror that death becomes larger than life, and death becomes the greater force. Forget the promise of gods, I say, but defy the fear of oblivion as well, for only if life and death become each other's equals, can the philosophy of death become one life. Death is the instigator of faith and fear, but only feel that it be so. You can gaze into its obsidian eyes, knowing it is the be-all and the end-all, but fear neither, then shall you have reached the shores of wisdom. So saith Nemrus.
Volume 1, Volume 2, but where has the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
Foul creatures carry disease, eat through food stores, and leave their filthy droppings wherever they please. While it is possible to off these plague bearers using steel or arrows, the beasts often prove too swift and sneaky to be destroyed by brute force.
Place this book here.
But a rat's gluttony, its unconditional hunger, it may always be exploited. Cheese, delicious poison is cheese placed near a rat's hideout. Will be taken by filthy teeth on question. Should you lack a suitable poison, simply crush a fly agaric mushroom and work it into a piece of cheese to produce the most potent gift for your vermin friends.
Third one gone. Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night. Volume 1, Volume 2. But where has the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night. Kejdenor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Celeron will have to pay yet another fine. Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels? Urak!
What? Oh, it's you! What news? That depends. What kind of berries Ah, the library. Yes, yes, you must have a visit. It's the gem of Sicil. Would you like to have a look? I'll escort you up. Please yourself. Let me know if you change your mind. You won't regret it. My dear girl. My darling adopted daughter. My pride and joy. I introduced her to my library when she was a girl. She quickly proved that the preconceptions we humans hold of orcs as savage beasts are patently false. If you're looking for something special, just ask. She knows every book by heart. Papa's smart little cookie. No, all my clothes are in fine condition, thanks. I've been going to the same tailor for years. My elf? Oh, myself. I am Cecil, Mayor of Sicil. What? Oh, it's you. That depends. Ah, marvelous.
Ooh. I wouldn't even have to sneak in here, huh?
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
On the move for cheese. That excuse is more holes than the size of this fine Norman.
Oh, fancy that. A source hunter barging in when the lady of the house is fully dressed. Who could have fathomed such a thing?
What?
Hey! Stop
Oops.
that!
I was just trying to walk up to it. It's definitely different before, but whatever. Oh no, it wasn't. Oh.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Psst! Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for a joyride?
Ha! Knowing him, he drove it straight to the pub and back.
Sailor, what news? Ahoy, sailor! Are you enjoying the fresh winds of Sicile? Aye, that Cecil's worse than a rooster. Crowing all around town about matters he ought to know are better kept quiet. Well, if you know about the staff, I suppose you also know it's gone without a trace. For my part, I haven't a clue where it could have gone. Overboard, stolen, or vanished into thin air. Though I'm quite eager to see it return, I've got a reputation to uphold, you know. Wouldn't hurt to ask some of my men. I tried myself, but sailors tend to be a bit tight-lipped when they're afraid of getting one another in some trouble. Seaman's code, you know. Not to rat out a fellow sailor.
I wouldn't let it all within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Psst! Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for a joyride?
Ha! Knowing him, he drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing
Shores?
Here, in Seal? Bah! Of all the cursed hunks of rock to land on, Conrad chooses this one. Was too busy dodging fireballs to notice anything myself. But ask around a bit. Could be one of the other men spied something I didn't. Psst. Ever hear about the time the captain took
Hello
the Duchess
there,
of
welcome to Seal. I thought the old gal's fate was sealed when the orc shaman set his fiery gaze on her sails. But you managed to rescue her.
The councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail to Yuthel Gore anymore? Sauce? Here in Seal? Of all that cursed... Now that you mention it, I noticed Dietmar, a fellow merchant travelling with us, carrying a sealed box off the ship during the attack. At the time, I figured he was just escaping with his personal effects. But it could well have been that staff you're talking about. Well, sure, I saw him slip off the ship, but I haven't a clue where he could possibly be now. Captain Conrad's the man to ask for such matters.
Shores? Here? In Seal? Bah! Don't know much about him myself, except that he and Captain have partnered up more than a few times for long journeys. Perhaps staff or what now? No, never heard of it. A youthful gore. That loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him.
I wouldn't let it all within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Psst! Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for a joyride?
Heard anything about the whereabouts of the magic stick yet? What? That weasel has it for sure. But I'll tell you this. I didn't speak of that stuff to a soul on board. If he's the one who took it, he must have known it was on the ship before stepping foot on her decks. I'm sure he'll make a run for it, probably by boat. I'd look for him on an out-of-sight beach somewheres. He's probably there now, trying to launch a vessel in private. If he hasn't already escaped, that is.
Carriage for a joyride.
Ha! Knowing him, he drove it straight to the pub and back.
Why don't I believe you,
and
sir?
Don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the lizard councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail to Yuthel Gore anymore?
Is that Bertie?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him.
I wouldn't let it all within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Psst. Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for a joyride?
Ha! Knowing him, he drove it straight to the pub and back.
I bet he's in an area outside of the city that I haven't gone to yet.
Warm as Did someone leave an oven door open? Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Bravo! Yeehaw!
Today, I think, a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that
By
the
the
king had
seven,
a great
what a
thirst
tale!
for colour. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory
Okay,
reds
for
that he
starters, I
ordered
just
a
want to like
contest across his realm. Today, I think, a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines.
Fantastic!
It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot,
My
who is said
word!
to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory
My
reds that he
word!
ordered a contest across his realm.
Fantastic!
Enjoying the fair right away, my dear, just as fast as your boots can. Speak to Master Chaucer if you're ready for your...
Can't you hear the stage calling you? You there? You look like an actor just wait. What is it this time? Katarina's? Tell me when you're ready to begin, and I'll show you to your places. Ready for your trial by fire, you mean? There's no more savage foe than an audience, my dear. But I'm sure you'll do just fine. Not planning on playing to an empty audience, are you? Wait until I've gathered some victims to witness the spectacle.
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a small crowd shuffles toward your stage. A few moments longer, and everyone will be seated. Now, let's not be hasty. They may be dragging their feet,
Oh, I was
but
supposed to
your
talk to what's his
show
name
is
about
sure
the
to knock the crowd's socks
Duke.
off. As soon as they settle into their seats, that is.
Fantastic!
The stage is yours.
Fantastic! Bravo! Bravo! Fantastic!
The crowd seems to know the tale. They wholly approve of your beginning.
Simply marvelous! Good show!
The crowd is thrilled. Whatever will happen next is sure to excite them.
Fantastic! Simply marvelous!
The crowd seem quite impressed with your delivery. Keep it up.
By the seven, what a tale!
Simply marvelous!
The crowd gasps. They're on the edge of their seats. Go on. Push them over.
Simply marvelous!
Gasps ring out across the audience. They must know how it ends. They simply must.
Bravo! Oh, I hope there's a...
The crowd explodes into applause and appreciation. You've woven them a tale of desperation and hope, and they are alive with the thrill of it.
Took my breath away, it did.
Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling you?
My word!
What is it this time? Bravo! Bravo! Well, I'm certainly not afraid of admitting when I'm wrong. That was, well, nearly enjoyable. I suppose you earned yourself a little something for your trouble. Wouldn't you agree? Katerina's given the go-ahead, has she? Oh, tell me when you're ready to begin, and I'll... Oh, here. Not planning on playing to an empty audience.
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a small crowd shuffle. Now, let's not be hasty. They may be dragging their feet, but your show is not long now. The audience is just about to take its seat. Now, let's not be hasty. They may be dragging their feet, but your show is sure to knock the crowd's socks off. As soon as they settle into their seats, that is.
Fantastic! Bravo! Bravo! My word! By the seven!
The stage is yours.
Did you wait around doing...
Do some stand-up.
The crowd breaks into an approving chuckle. Continue, by all means.
Bravo!
Bravo!
Simply marvelous!
Eager to hear more, the crowd leans forward with great interest. One lady in the back is already chuckling. She must have heard this one before.
Fantastic!
The crowd's curiosity is piqued. Oh, do go on before they explode.
Bravo! Bravo!
Oh, I hope there's an encore.
That's it, Source Hunter. You've got this joyful crowd right where you want them. Now, take them on home.
Fantastic!
They like you. They really, really like you. Well done, Source Hunter.
That's it. I have other jokes.
Show all of the Sicil what you're made of. Apart from beer and flatulence.
There's 2 other jokes.
Took my breath away, it did.
You there! You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut. What is it this time? Well, I must say that was, well, impressive. A bit like myself during my blue period, if I do say so myself. Here, have a little something from the fair coffer. I dare say you've earned it. Oh, here. Not planning on playing.
You hear distant mutterings. Now, let's not be hasty. They may be dragging their feet, but your show is sure to knock the crowd's socks off. As soon as they settle into their seats, that is.
Fantastic!
Oh.
Elder who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself.
Is this how you steal the head?
My word!
Creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm.
My
Come
word!
on, come all, and see the amazing...
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare for the next show.
When did you say this was supposed to start again?
The stage is yours.
Fantastic!
The crowd breaks into an approving chuckle. Continue, by all means.
Oh, I hope there's an encore.
Eager to hear more, the crowd leans forward with great interest. One lady in the back is already chuckling. She must have heard. The crowd's curiosity is piqued. Oh, do go on before they explode.
Simply
That's
marvelous.
it, Source Hunter. You've got this joyful crowd right where you want them. Now, take them on home. They like you. They really, really like you.
Come one! Come all! Can't you hear the stage calling you? What is it this time? Don't let your head swell too much now. I may have quite enjoyed your last performance, but I'm not one to gush.
The great Sigurd and his rainbow.
By the seven.
What is it this time? Oh, not planning on playing.
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a small crowd shuffles toward your stage. A few moments longer, and everyone will be seated.
Fantastic!
Fantastic!
The stage is yours.
Oh, I hope there's an
The
encore.
crowd breaks into an approving chuckle. Continue, by all means. Eager to hear more, the crowd leans forward with great interest. One lady in the back is already chuckling. She must have heard this one before. The crowd's curiosity is piqued. Oh, do go on before they explode. That's it, Source Hunter. You've got this joyful crowd right where you want them. Now, they like you. They really, really like you.
Come one! Come all! Can't you? What is it this time? Come one! Come all! Can't you hear? What is it this time? Don't let your head swell too much now. I may.
I'll never forget it.
Come one! Come all!
Did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a
My
contest
word.
across his realm. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare. It won't be the worst indignation I've suffered. Get on with it then.
What do you think you are doing?
My word.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to distract this guy.
Fantastic!
My word!
Back them all! I see. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. What with Stefan rattling off... That's right, a talking head. And he doesn't just talk. What a generous spectator. Find a seat in the front, eh?
My word!
Fantastic!
Tricks are for kids. This here is the greatest illusion in Andevale.
My word!
Alright, I have no idea how to do this. That's okay.
Come on,
Because what I'm gonna do is...
see the amazing singing Stefan! Sicil's only sentient severed head!
I can talk to her.
Today, I think.
But I have to end stream anyway, but let's just see what happens here.
Rainbow of war machines.
Enjoying the fair, aren't you? Of course you are. Entertainment is Katerina. Well, I've an open
Farmers, showmen, show all of them. Sicil, what you're made of. Pardon beer and flatulence.
Ah, a familiar face. It seems even my usually choosy audience, and even when I don't know how he...
Don't pity me.
When Reginald...
Yeah, I don't know.
Come on.
Interesting.
Come all. Can't you hear the street calling you?
Can you spare us?
How can I help you, my friend? And what might those be? By all means. By all means. Of course. I hope your investigation fares well. I myself have none. Even though... Now, it may well be established that she is, in fact, the guilty party. I'm not claiming that I'm certain she's innocent, but let's just say that if I...
Oh, I'm no hero, Esmeralda, dearest. I'm just doing my duty.
7, we've secured the perimeter.
Rock upon which I may rest my weary soul in these trying and...
Never fear, milady. As long as I'm around, no hair on your haloed head shall be harmed.
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop. So, what piece of... Oh, don't put stock in the hastily scribbled words of a lovelorn fool! This letter, it was a show of passion. A poorly worded passion I did not echo in the least. The Duke, he's like a spoiled child. He's not a man. He's not like Septimus.
Man, we got a lot on that list. I don't know what to do next. Which is the perfect time to end the stream, I guess. Because I don't know where... I mean, I have to go anyway, but... I wonder what we'll do next.
Assure me, dear Septimus, that you haven't been fighting those awful orcs.
Let's find someone to
Bear
raid.
to imagine something would happen.
Thanks for
to
the raid,
you.
Lady Raven.
Oh, but don't you worry, milady. We legionnaires are highly
Thanks to
trained
those who
soldiers
hung
fear
out.
neither orc nor demon.
Oh, but what if you were to be ambushed, caught unawares?
Let's see.
Oh, catch me, for I might faint.
Let's raid Spider-Man. He's playing, he's doing a Ninja Lie. Playing ninja games. Playing Ninja Jajamaru Kun. Onigiri Nimpochu. I don't know. He plays weird-ass retro games, so let's just say hey to him. Yeah, alright. Should be back. I'm gonna try to stream tomorrow, but most likely Friday.
So
Alright, peace
tell
out.
me, Septimus, would your wife or sweetheart be compensated by the Legion should tragedy befall you on the battlefield?
I suppose so, milady. But seeing that I'm neither married, engaged, or attached in any way,